you needed to be the hero for others that you never had. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is something we're like, all right, keep going with your story on this. We saw when I was at rock bottom, when I was in my shit, when I was hurting, man, I didn't have anybody there, but man, did I need somebody there. So now I've taken on the mantle or the mission, the purpose that God put on me to be the guy who's there for people who have nobody there.
Powerful. It's the law of reciprocity. I think so many people are stuck and they get to a place in their journey where they enter back, and you see rates of recidivism, or you see people entering back into these cycles of, self-destructive patterns in their life. And they wonder why they keep going back. It's because you didn't get the other half. The other half was you were supposed to go out and you were supposed to impart that wisdom, knowledge, experience onto somebody else. And right. And in that you experience how your value is actualized in an interaction with another person, how providing value to another human, it doesn't matter if it's just even just a conversation about how that changes. That first time that ever happened to me, the very first time that ever happened to me, I had just gotten off of heroin. I had hepatitis C. Had just gotten off of heroin, just got off of methadone, Xanax, got off of all hard drugs. And I went through a detox from hell. In an apartment alone by myself, hit my knees, called out to Jesus, said, if you're really real, come into my life and change my life. My life, instantaneously, I had a call in my life. I could not deny this call. This call was so heavy on my life. I had like crippling anxiety every single day. And I started working in mental health and substance abuse. And I show up to a facility one night and I was working a graveyard shift. It was the only job that I could get. It was the only opening they had, but I took it. And I started working this graveyard shift, and I arrived at work one night and there was a gentleman, he was standing outside with like a black trash bag, like how I used to be. And he was standing there with a black trash bag. And I was like, kind of walked in the office, kind of walked past him, walked in the office. And I said, to the guys in the office, the staff, I said, hey, what's up with that guy outside? And they're like, oh, that guy? F that guy. And I'm like, wait, I thought we were like helping people here. And they're like, no, you know what? We've been trying to talk to him all day. He's trying to leave right now, and he's not having it from anybody. The owners come and talk to him. We've tried talking to him. He's been outside there for about the last 6 hours. And I'm like, okay, well, can I talk to him? And they're like, yeah, I mean, you're wasting your breath, but go ahead, go talk to him. So I walked outside. I started having a conversation with him. And I didn't even say anything profound to him. I just connected to the guy. I just empathized with his situation. I just let him know that I'd been there, and I just was there to support him. Like, I didn't try to convince him of anything. I just said, hey man, like, I know where you're at and I just want to be here to support you. And I didn't think anything of it. I came back into the office, and the next day I came back to work again, like 11:30, walking through the driveway, and he's standing there waiting for me. And he's like, hey, Tim. I go, hey, what's up, man? And he goes, and he, with tears in his eyes, and he was like, thanks for what you did for me last night. And he goes, if you didn't do that for me, man, I was going to leave, and I was in a very bad way. And I realized that night, as I went back into the office, I kind of sat by myself and I was staring at a wall, and this kind of wave came over me where I realized it's been a very long time since I've actually done something for somebody else like that. And it felt so good. And all I thought next was, I want to do that again.